And welcome back, everyone, to part two of What If Naruto Ate a Devil Fruit, the Pika Pika no Mi Glint Glint Fruit Edition. Last time, we basically went through when Naruto got the fruit, him dealing with Kakashi still one-upping him even though he is made of light, and them starting the bridge mission, the mission to Land of Waves. Now, side note, I do think there'd be one fun thing. I mentioned how sorry, puppy. Puppy's right here. Just it's cool. Just snuggle with me. You care belly scratch. Yeah, go baby. Okay. I didn't mention how he would probably just blitz and catch Tora. I could totally see a comedic bit where Tora obviously scratches at him and he's turning into light, but it's like, I'm turning. What? How is this cat still hitting me? Ah! Like I could totally see that happening just for comedic effect. Like, the thing is not here. The thing is not here. Not of this world. It's a demon. Like he still cuts Naruto even though he's made of light. That'd be hilarious. Or she would. Anyway, though, they would begin their mission to, protect the bridge builder, protect Tazuna. And along the way, things are going to happen. Right out the gate, nothing changes up much until the Demon Brothers attack. And keep in mind, Naruto has been cocky up until this point with his Devil Fruit because he basically can't be touched, really. But Naruto was cocky in the original version of the story up until this point, too. And then for the first time, he's literally facing down death. Like someone is there with the intent to cut him and kill him. So he freezes on the spot. I kind of believe that'd be the same thing here. He would freeze on the spot. Now, that being said, when they cut him, he does instinctively turn to light to protect himself. But as it stands, he's no good in stopping the Demon Brothers because he just can't function. He's basically scared out of his mind. It's a very good Sakura, or Sasuke, very smooth. You too, Sakura. I was useless. All my power, and I couldn't even. Damn it! It's like, hey, you're not scared. You're hurt, are you, scaredy cat? Sasuke! Naruto, that's enough. These ninja have poison in their claws. We need to get it out of you right now. It's like, no, I'm fine, Kakashi Sensei. It's like, what? No, I changed my body before they hit me. It's like, oh, right. I do forget you can do that. And again, Kakashi knows, like, if Naruto can just get over that issue of fury, that little freezing moment. Freezing moment. How would he word it? If you get over that little bit of stage fright, he could be one of the strongest ninja there is. And so Naruto ultimately makes his vow. It's like, I swear on this. I swear. And he cuts his hand. Like he makes the blood oath, basically. It's like, oh, really cool, Naruto. It's really cool that you did that. But if you lose much more blood, you're going to die. Which, by the way, I call bullshit on that. Like, we have seen later on in the series, like Zabuza, lose so much blood, people lose so much blood and keep going indefinitely for an unforeseen amount of time. Jiraiya lost a freaking arm against the pain, and he still kept going, no problem. Granted, Mom and Pa helped him with that, but still, like the amount of blood Tsunade lost, for God's sake, until she activated her Mitonic regeneration. Like, that line always, don't get me wrong, it's funny. It's like, really a good idea to stop the bleeding now. Seriously. It's like, I smiling, like, I get it. I don't know why it miffs me so much. It just kind of does. There is no way Naruto would have bled out from that wound. And because your blood eventually clots as long as you don't have, like, thinned out blood. Anyway, Naruto makes his vow. They go, and ultimately come across paths with Zabuza. Naruto is still, I think words here. Naruto is still does the whole thing. There's someone here. Ha, 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 ha. Gotcha. He throws kunai at him. He does not have right now the ability to like fire a beam of light. I don't think he has that ability yet. Because again, Devil Fruit are like anything. You need training with them. You don't immediately have all the abilities a fruit will give you, or that you can utilize from the get. You have knowledge of what you're doing. You do have knowledge of the fruit. You have some knowledge of what the fruit does, but you don't literally don't have everything you can do. Luffy had to train himself immensely, time after time, again and again, to get as strong as he did. Even Logia users have to train their bodies. They got to train to do it on instinct. Like even if you're not being paying attention, even if you're not paying attention, if someone comes up behind you and like tries to slice your head off, enough training you can just do it on instinct. So, or if someone's just keeping their body constantly in Logia state, take your pick, or elemental state, however you want to call it. Now, here's where we're gonna start to see the diversions. So obviously Zabuza shows up. All right, I can't wait to take him on. It's like, no, Naruto, stay back. I've got it. Got this. This could be treacherous. I was like, what? Oh, you're gonna show off that eye again, Kakashi? That eye? What? What? And obviously Kakashi reveals the Sharingan. I get to see the Sharingan in action. This is an honor. We had a standing order about you in our bingo book. We were to kill you on sight. And obviously he does the hit and miss jutsu, Manji formation. Now, you might think, well, Naruto is faster than Zabuza. He's light speed. Shouldn't he be able to just prevent Zabuza from breaking that, from breaking their Manji formation, like getting in there? And if it was about straight speed, if it was about straight speed, yeah, he could. But that wasn't what that was about. That was Zabuza stealthing his way in there. Like no one was aware of it except for Kakashi. And then Kakashi comes in. Naruto's shocked that he got past his guard. Obviously, him and Kakashi duke it out for a bit until he gets thrown into the water prison. He makes a water clone, and I can still see Naruto who's taking off Garbe that's still getting smacked in the head, not paying attention, losing his headband. You think you're being ninja? When your name is dangerous enough, when you were dangerous to have your name put in my bingo book, then you may be called a ninja. Or if you're when you've danced between life and death so many times that it becomes indeterminable, then you might be called ninja. But Naruto, looks at he's freaking out again because this would be Naruto at this point still. Again, Naruto, his level of confidence and level of determination is a little wavering in the very beginning, just because once he faces real world problems or real world scenarios, you have to weigh your options, and eventually he chooses the option of I'm going to fight ahead. And he goes his hand hurts from the cut he gave him, which ironically probably would have healed up because of the light abilities. But let's just say, for the sake of plot and a nice moment, he remembers his vow. It's like, and then finally he's like, "Oh, what are you going to? What?" Like, and then Naruto just disappears and reappears behind Zabuza and reappears back to where his teammates are, and all of them are just like, "Whoa, that's right, I forgot Naruto's so fast." Like, hey you, the freak with no eyebrows. Put this in your bingo book. He never backs. The ninja will become the Hokage of the Hidden Leaf Village. He never backs down. Naruto, the ninja of light. It's like, you want to dance? Shadow Clone Jutsu. Let's dance. And then finally Naruto comes in and says, please. This kid's fast. He's fast. He might even be faster than Haku. Now, is Zabuza light speed? No, he's not. No. Very few ninja are actually light speed. Hell, as someone kind of put in the comments last video, the only true one of the very first established truly established light speed level ability or moments is Madara's light fang move and Naruto dodging it. Both of those were legit clocked at light speed. But we also know from data books that Haku's mirror ability is his ability to travel through the mirrors is light speed. That's about it, though. Finding the Senbons apparently isn't light speed, although it's still highly fast. But no, it's him traveling through the mirrors. Again, you can correct me on that if that is not the case. Anyway, but that being said, most ninja do have some relativistic speeds. For example, at this point in time, Kakashi and Zabuza are not light speed. Even their reflexes probably aren't light speed, but they're definitely within the subsonic reaction speed. Guy we know can get to light speeds eventually if he goes all 8 gates, but the only risk with that comes death. So Guy doesn't naturally move at light speed, nor does Lee. But they're still insanely fast. So Zabuza blocking Naruto isn't as far-fetched as I think it may seem to be, but it's not like he's just going, I block all of you. No, it's like, the clones, Naruto pops the clone out, or basically pops the clone out of existence. Boom! All right. That kid's dangerous. And then Naruto is like, right, you ready? And then he stops and he looks at the water like, what's this? Afraid of the why isn't he coming? Why isn't he coming? With that speed, I'd have. I'm not sure I could take. I'd struggle to take him at the level of speed he's at. So why is he not coming at me? Can he not be on the water? Interesting. Let's test that theory. Water style. He's making hands. All right, Sasuke, let's test that. Water style. Water dragon jutsu. Now, you might think he can't do that with one hand, but we know he could do a water clone with just one hand. It took a long while to do his hand signs, don't get me wrong, but there's nothing to say he couldn't do it. Because here's the thing, Kakashi's hand signs with only one hand. I've never seen that before. Really? You literally saw Zabuza do it. Now, to be fair, maybe that's what Zabuza might have taught Akko. It never occurred to me that, but that would make sense. That Zabuza taught him to do one-hand hand signs. Excuse me. Anyway, so it takes a while, and Naruto's moving around as best he can, but getting doused in the water isn't good. Because Naruto, especially when he's fully submerged in the water, it loses his double abilities. Sasuke! He throws the shuriken. Not bad, Naruto. Shadow windmill. What was it? Windmill shuriken or shadow shuriken jutsu. I can't remember what it was called. Windmill of shadows. Another shuriken, and then the shadow of the verse, the shadow shuriken jutsu. Now Zabuza is about to be like, I told you a shuriken can never touch me. Only he's about to, and all of a sudden it angles itself for a moment, and then all of a sudden, Zabuza barely gets out of the way, but his arm's gone, just clean gone. Naruto cuts right through that thing because it's Naruto who is moving at light speed. So it's like, Now it's not his whole arm; it's more like maybe a stub or something like that here, but still, they're not good. Haku might be able to help him recover. He ain't gonna be able to put an arm back in place. However, Naruto just smiles like, gotcha. And I can also see a moment where Naruto and Sasuke exchange a look, knowing that we gotta do this now. I was like, and even Sasuke can kind of tell what Naruto's about to do. I was like, you sure? I was like, Naruto, that's stupid and risky. It's like, we don't have any choice, basically. And it's kind of like you can see a moment where they exchange that concern, but like, we got to do this look. And so Naruto's like, you brat. It looks like you can't swim, can you, kid? Well, enjoy the depths, the watery depths of hell. And meantime, I'm in that's where Kakashi's like, it's like, Now, by missing a hand, that is going to be very problematic for Zabuza. He's basically going to get his shit kicked in now. Meanwhile, it's like, but Kakashi also has to stay focused on Zabuza. He can't immediately go in to save Naruto. Even if he makes, say, like a shadow clone, that wouldn't be good for his chakra reserves at this point, because Kakashi collapsed after this fight. Meanwhile, it's like, well, Kakashi says it's free. Well, way to go, Naruto! Naruto! And then Sasuke now thinks, and then Naruto's like, you idiot! Do you realize how stupid I was? And free Kakashi Sensei, didn't it? Oh god, I feel like crap. Like, without his ability to turn into his element, water battles are the worst for Naruto. They really are. When he has a Devil Fruit, they are the absolute worst. Hell, even if he gains, when he learns the ability to walk on water, it's still not a good place for Naruto to be. Whenever we get to the Valley of the End fight, assuming that Sasuke is, going to be there at the Valley of the End, and goes to Orochimaru. We're not even close to that part of the series yet. It's not going to be a good place for him to be, especially on the water. Especially because Naruto wound up submerged multiple times in that fight. Mind you, Naruto is light speed here, so maybe it's different. Anyway, though, Zabuza's like, oh, can you see into the future? Yes, your future is death. And then obviously Haku comes in. Thank you. I've been tracking it for a long time. Now I must take care of the body. Farewell. And so obviously Kakashi, says, all right, don't worry. And now we gotta get the bridge builder to his bridge, and then he passes out. So we'd wake up in the morning with a step outside, and there's a Nari being a little shit. I'll never let him live that down. Not that he exists, but still. So obviously, Kakashi laments how Zabuza is, Zabuza's still alive. Zabuza's still alive. I was like, but how are you gonna stop us? I can still train you, can't I? And then obviously he said, Naruto, you've grown the most. As I say, you noticed, huh? He does seem stronger. But all right then. And so he does the whole chakra training exercise of the tree climbing. Now, I don't normally let a devil fruit dictate how chakra control works. I mean, it can, for example, if you have, say, was it the Hito no Mi, which was the flame thing, the Mera no Mi, that's what I meant. The Mera no Mi or the flame thing fruit. Of course, you're going to probably have some fire chakra, or at least fire manipulation in your chakra element. But something like light, I don't see that. First off, I don't really see that being a chakra element. Although I have done a video on the idea of a light type chakra element. I believe that I did that in my Keke Toda video, so you can check that out. But more to the point, I don't see this really aiding Naruto, because this isn't about his chakra system actually hasn't changed at all. This is his actual physical body. So Naruto still has to struggle with the chakra control exercise, which I actually think is hilarious here. So I actually don't think anything changes for Naruto with that. Now, when he goes to train his own chakra control, he does probably also start training, practicing again with his devil fruit, trying to get it more on instinct, his Logia abilities. I think he also starts practicing range attack, because he can fire light beams. That is an ability of this fruit, is to fire essentially what is a laser. But it is light. It's not like a true heat beam per se, although light generates heat. All forms of light, no matter what they are, generate heat. Even like a black light, which is not designed for brightness, generates some level of heat. So it's think words here. I just completely blanked. Anyway, so there's probably like burnt holes, like sides of trees and stuff like that. Haku finds them. They have their conversation that goes about the same. Now, what's interesting here though is that Naruto probably sleeps in again. We know at first Haku and Zabuza would attack him. Naruto could immediately show up at the battlefield. That's where a big difference here lies. But because Naruto moves at the speed of light, he is light, and maybe even thinks at that speed when you really think about it. Actually, that's a very good question. We know that you're physically light, but are you mentally light in the sense of how your neurons react? I'm not actually sure about that. I don't know if Kizaru actually thinks at light speed or not. This isn't like the Flash where everything is just enhanced. Anyway, though, let's just say for the sake of argument that he can notice it. While he's traveling, he actually sees the boar, and then quickly comes back to stop the two samurai thugs, and quickly just, don't worry, you were really brave, Inari. Either way, Naruto's got the speed to stop that. So Naruto ultimately shows up. Instead of throwing the shuriken, though, he comes in and just blitzes Haku in the face. Ugh! Naruto Uzumaki is here! It's like, he would have been far more effective if he just stayed hidden. And it's like, Naruto, I was just trying to help people! Just help you guys! And so, it's like, Zabuza, it was you the whole time? It's like, I can't wait to kick your ass, Zabuza. Let me fight this boy my way. It's like, And Kakashi probably does think Naruto could take this guy just based on Naruto's abilities, but he's just, this isn't good. It's like, you back off, Kakashi. Let's see how they do. So, and then obviously, and then Naruto's getting ready, just squaring off with him. But then obviously, it's like, I didn't forget you, not for a moment. Forgive me, Naruto. We'll have our fight soon. And obviously, Sasuke. It's like with Naruto can help from the outside. It's all about position. We're in perfect position. By the way, was that really what that was about, Sasuke? I'm not gonna lie. It's all about position. Naruto and I are in a perfect position. How? What? Oh, so when is it that when Naruto can attack the mirrors from the outside? I don't think that's about position. I just think that's sound reasoning. But anyway, I digress. So, obviously Naruto shows back up. Hey Sasuke, I came in there, stuck in to help you. Like, Naruto, you idiot! If you're out, if you're in here, then forget it. And then they see the mirrors light up. It's like, and then Haku obviously comes in with the Senbone, only for Naruto to be like, now they're still moving at insanely high speeds. Again, as far as I know, the attacks themselves are not light speed, but Haku's movements through the mirrors are. That's the way I've heard it. That's the way I've seen it depicted or heard it depicted. And so Naruto, being light speed, granted they're all moving insanely high speed, so Naruto probably isn't able to grab them all, but he's probably able to grab quite a bit of them. And the few that like hit him, he just kind of like lets them get in there and just pops them out. It's like, these yours? It's like, his speed. It surpasses even mine. How is that even possible? Very well, then. It's like, all right, then. Naruto just makes some shadows. But Naruto makes the mistake, because Naruto's still not the brightest bulb in the back at that point in the series. You idiot, they're mirrors. Your attacks are light-based. And it's like, what? So mirrors reflect light. It's like, oh crap. And you're fast and powerful. Unfortunately, I don't have time to play. If you can catch my attacks, I'll have to be more direct. And this is where it would get interesting. Honestly, Haku comes in with just the pure speed blitz from himself, but that's where Naruto basically just comes in and then realizes he's able to keep up. He really is able to keep up with me. And there's like, grabs Naruto, tried to basically break his arm, but just loses, and maybe stab him with a senbon, but Naruto turns and like, and it's like it feels like slow motion. The problem for Naruto realizes too, it's like, I can move, I'm just as fast as him, but it doesn't matter. That means we're pretty much moving at the same speed, but he's better at hand-to-hand combat than I am. Meanwhile, Haku's like, that boy, he's not just fast, there's something different about his body. And even though he's in the ice, he looks at his senbon, which are kind of like sizzling with heat. Like, it was like I was touching something. It was like I was touching pure energy. My senbon are still cooling down. And so now it becomes Naruto makes clones. Haku is throwing needles and throwing, going in toe-to-toe with Naruto. And it becomes a battle of attrition. Meanwhile, Sasuke is just looking at what's going on. It's like, I can barely keep up with everything going on here. And so eventually it starts to get to the point where even Naruto is starting, because Naruto, for all of his strengths and stamina, it's a stamina issue. As much stamina as he has, Naruto will tire out eventually. And he was already tiring out between the amount of clones he was making and the damage he was taking in the original. So here it would be a little bit of the same. Eventually, eventually Haku makes the choice that instead what if I don't go for you, Naruto? And he's like, wait, Sasuke! It's, God! As Haku maybe grabs Naruto, who's no longer paying attention, and just well, that grabs Naruto. That comes a little bit later. Naruto comes, I got you! And finally, Naruto's noticing something. Sasuke, I was like, Naruto, can you do it again? Yeah, it's strange. I'm tiring out, but I can still move as fast as I normally do. But he seems to be getting slower. He must have a limit to how fast he can move, which tracks. Because Haku, when he attacked Naruto in an attempt to get to Sasuke, Sasuke just flat out grabbed him and threw him around. He was clearly moving way slower at that point. It's at the peak of the crystal ice mirrors, Haku can move at light speeds. I think we can agree on that at this point. But it's one of those juices that's so taxing that the longer he does it for, the worse he's going to be, and the slower he's going to slow down. And so it gets to the point where Naruto is now starting to move faster than them when they have their brief interactions. He's moving faster, but and he gets a shot in the jaw, but he does touch Naruto, and he realizes that I can feel him. So this, and when they have another interaction again, got you, and then Haku just it seems you have to be physical in order to touch me, Naruto. So you shouldn't. You should have taken me down with the first hit. You will not be able to hit. You will not be able to hit me again. And to which Naruto's struggling to get up. He's also even struggling just to phase into elemental form. But he's able to finally. But and they all kind of like fall to the wayside. Damn it! Not good. And then finally, Naruto realizes I can't see him, and Haku is right behind him, more or less. It's like Naruto's tired out at this point, so it takes him but he's able to get his Logia, let's call it Logia form, activated, only for Sasuke to get the Sasuke, you did, glory hug, you did it, you idiot! I can turn him alive. He wouldn't have been able to hurt me. I can still transform. Why did you do that? Why? I don't know. My body just moved. Ugh. I didn't ask to be saved. You should see the look on your face, idiot. He's still out there, my brother. I promised myself I wouldn't die until I killed him. Naruto, don't let your dream die. Is this the first time you've seen a comrade die? This is the way of shinobi. Shut up. And then obviously the orange chakra just starts to swirl around. I'm gonna kill you. What is this chakra? It's something foul. This is no longer a child. And then Naruto proceeds to just and Haku barely gets out of the mirror before all of his mirrors are suddenly just gone. Naruto has basically mixed the Nine-Tailed Fox chakra in with his Logia light. Let's call it, I got the Logia light. That's an interesting way to put it. There's like a Pokemon called Logia. It's got a Mega Evolution, and you use Logia light to Mega Evolve it. Sounds a little bit like Lugia, honestly. Lugia light. But anyway, so Naruto, this is basically your avenue to make him faster than light, to FTLM+. Because Naruto, being made of light, is actually stuck at that level of speed. He can't really train, unless he learns a technique that lets him move faster, like the Flying Thunder God or something like that, which this combined with the Flying Thunder God would be completely busted. Because Minato already moved faster than light. But now you've got literal light itself. But now, with amping himself with the Fox Chakra, he can actually break those limits, more or less. And I could see the orange and the yellow mixing for a lighter orange a little bit when he's like using the light. Zabuza, I am no match for this boy. Boom! And it's a light speed punch, basically. Boom! Cracking the mask. Honestly, that might just straight out kill Haku. I find very hard to defend that level of speed and power and mass, because now you have chakra mixed in there, not killing someone on contact. At least, I'll say this, Haku might be near concussed, at the very minimum. He might be completely and utterly messed up. Instead of just having blood coming from his mouth, here it's like, he's completely effed up. So when him and Naruto have their conversation, it's he's on his last foot. I think basically, well, you know what you could say it is? Naruto maybe didn't straight out kill him, but he basically gave the final blow. He's probably got like a brain bleed or something in there at that point. So Haku's on borrowed time at this point. He's staying awake and conscious long enough to basically just let it be done. And Naruto doesn't want to, and they have their conversation. Meanwhile, obviously Zabuza nearly is killed. I'm not ready to quit yet. And then, and then dies. Now, obviously, Tazuna comes in, and really, you could have Naruto. Naruto would be tired as hell here, but he could still technically move at light speed. But he's tired. To even move, it's not less about having the ability to do it and more having the energy to move around, like just move your body. Like he could still be exceptionally tired and sore at this point. Then you get Zabuza's cool. It's like, oh no, I'm not going where I'm not gonna go with Haku. Where he's gone, I kind of follow. No, it's the other place where we're going. You and me both, Gato. I'm told there's many team dance down there, of all shapes and sizes. I'll say it shapes and sizes. Oh yes, I should fit right in. But you, Gato, I fear you're in for a very long and painful eternity. Just man, my girlfriend likes Naruto. She doesn't love it, and it gets a little ridiculous for her to kind of comprehend. But there are moments where she just dug that. It just scares the hell out of him. And then obviously the villagers come in, and Zabuza says his final piece to Haku, and that's all she wrote basically. And so we end with them saying, "I'm gonna follow the path of Naruto," and there you go. So we're now starting to get into the fun stuff, folks. Join us next time, part 3. Is it the week of What If next week? I don't think it is. I believe that's one more week away. No. Next week is the week of What If. I'm thinking about December. December's technically got 5 weeks to go through. Technically. Anyway, yeah. Don't worry about it. Yeah, next week will be the week of What If, so join us Monday next week for the next part of this series. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Later.